Last year I had a chance to talk with Scott from On the Run, who does, well, I mean, it's a convenience store, it's a gas station, it's a charging place, it's a whole lot of things, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. We want to make sure that we've got people, as they're coming to charge their car, you don't just want to charge your car, you want to do as many things as possible while you're charging.
You know, I don't need a battery that outlasts my trip, just my bladder, but I also get hungry. What kind of food solutions do you have at various On the Runs?
Yeah, so we at every one of our sites, we've got an On the Run convenience store that offers coffee, that offers chips, soft drinks, and a whole variety of different snacks for the road. Most of our locations also have a hot food offer, so we've got different partners with them. Tim Hortons, McDonald's, Triple O's, and a variety of other ones that make for a great way to grab a bite to eat while your car's sitting charging in the parking lot.
It's super awesome and easy, but that's not the exciting part. I wouldn't have come back if that was the whole story. The whole story is you've expanded since last year. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so the last time we talked, we had about 30 sites that are open. Right now we have 50 sites that are open, so we've grown quite a bit. Trying to cover as many highways as possible, trying to cover urban areas as well. We're also in the middle of expanding. Most of our network has been in British Columbia up until now, but we are expanding quite a bit in Ontario and Quebec. A lot more that's opening later this year and into next year as well.
More choices is always a good thing, I would say, right? So expansion into next year. If you'd have told me last year, if I'd have said to you last year, hey, you're going to grow 60% next year, would you have said yes?
No. This is what we're seeing is just continued widespread adoption of EVs. Demand is strong, stronger than you hear about in the press sometimes, right? People are still buying EVs. We're seeing greater and greater demand. It's given us a lot of confidence to keep investing.
And so next year, I guess I'm going to have to find you again and find out how much bigger it's gotten. But already 50 locations across Canada.
56. So we have 50 in BC, and then we've got a handful elsewhere. So
and you're expanding east.
Exactly right.
And On the Run is already everywhere. You're just adding the power.
Exactly. So our parent company, Parkland, has about 2,000 gas stations across Canada, in every province, up in the territories as well. And so we're picking the best of the best sites to be able to put charging in place. In locations where there's enough EV demand to be able to justify it, we're doing what we can to bring the charging infrastructure out there as people are transitioning from fuel to EV.
So what I love is there are a lot of great charging locations that I've found that don't have facilities. And I heard you talking with some people saying, wouldn't it be great to do both of the things at the same time, which is what you would want. I mean, ideally you'd want that from a gas station, except you're required to stand there at the handle. So, well, right, but my family goes in shifts. Stop, we don't do that here. So you have the ability, your locations are 24 hours.
Almost all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I imagine you have to get pretty far out in the woods before.
Yeah, only some kind of remote highway locations kind of close overnight, but yeah, the vast majority of our locations have somebody that is there 24/7, have the ability to buy snacks and buy drinks 24/7, access to a bathroom 24/7.
So that's fantastic. Is there anything I'm missing?
More to come. I think that's the biggest thing. So when you come back here next year, we'll have a lot more to report.
Oh, what kind of charging handles do you have?
So right now we're putting CCS in place. As soon as we can, we're going to start putting the NACS port in as well. We've heard from a lot of customers, even just here at the show already, that they're keen. A lot of Tesla drivers are really keen to have a native NACS port that's available. We're committed to making it happen as soon as we can, as soon as it's available from our equipment manufacturing partners.
And you can buy an adapter. I mean, I have one in my car. Yep. I haven't used it. I'm sure it's lovely, but I only recently discovered that I have it.
So I've got, my wife has a Tesla Model Y, and she's got an adapter, a CCS adapter. So I've used that a lot at sites. I drive a non-Tesla. I drive an Audi Q4 e-tron. So I'm using the CCS port directly in there.
All right, guys, what did we miss? What did we misunderstand? Leave it. This is an exciting thing. It's getting bigger. And I'm just glad to see what I would call the legacy energy guys understanding that this is the wave of the future and we got to do it. Stay tuned and juicy. You know what you're doing. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots at a gas station men's room. I think I need to work on that one.